Our lives are not going to get better by chance. Our lives are going to get better by change. This is a quote from the late motivational speaker, Jim Rohn. Welcome to another episode of Monday Motivation. I know a lot of us are waking up today and going into work in the circumstances that are less than ideal, and we have to remind ourselves of this fact. How many times do you think to yourself on a daily basis, man, I wish I was somewhere else right now? I know I've had that thought before, but something that we don't remind ourselves enough of is the fact that we have the power to change our circumstances. I know a lot of us wish life would just change on its own, but guess what? Much of life is going to stay the same unless we change. Life has a relentless baseline level of difficulty that doesn't really change. And as the cool kids say, hope springs eternal. A lot of us say to ourselves, I hope things change. I hope things get better. But as Ben Franklin said, I like these quotes, as you can see, he who lives on hope dies fasting. Okay, at some point in time, we've got to draw a line in the sand and make the necessary change that's going to take our life up. And this is going to lead to my next point. Here's a quote from Disraeli, the renowned former British Prime Minister. He said, man is not the creature of circumstances. Circumstances are the creatures of men. Something to think about. 3 years ago, I moved to Washington State after living in Georgia for 15 years. Something inside of me wanted to change. As I would imagine, something inside of you is seeking a positive change. On September 23rd, 2017, I remember sitting on this plane. The plane was leaving around 6:45 in the morning. I was just sitting, I was thinking to myself, man, you know, what am I doing? And as the plane took off and the engine roared, tears started to come down my face. I was like, man, this is really uncomfortable. Yes, the change was uncomfortable, but if I had to go back, I would not change it, okay? I also felt this massive discomfort when I went from working a cushy, corporate job when I went to becoming 100% self-employed. Okay, but sometimes in life, you have to do something hard to get to where, you want to go, okay? And there's something about change I feel like they don't really tell us. There's a Jewish proverb that says, change is the root of human fulfillment. Okay? Now, what I went through, I would not change it. It hurt at the time, but my life is much happier than it would have been if I had just kept things where they are, okay? Now, I know a lot of you guys want to be successful, and the way we define success on this channel, success is defined as living the life that you want to live, Think about times you've been successful in your life. Go back to that feeling and think about when you, for example, when you graduated school. Remember that feeling when you graduated? Everyone's been successful. Think about that feeling and how you can take your life up to the next level, okay? Now, the question is, do you want to change? Okay, and I know you want things to happen fast, and I'll tell you a little secret. The fastest way to change your life is to change your priorities, okay? The fastest way to change your life is to change your priorities, okay? Now, that's a simple yet powerful phrase, and just think about that for a second and ruminate on it, okay? In closing, we willed ourselves into the lives that we're living right now, and we can will ourselves out of it. Remember, there's always hope. Where there's health, there's hope. If you are living and breathing right now, things can get better for you, okay? And you play a role in that, okay? If you like this video, please share it with your friends and family, and stay tuned to this channel. Every Monday I put out new videos. And lastly, remember, unsuccessful people make decisions based on their current situations, and successful people make decisions based on where they want to be, okay? Make decisions based on where you want to be. Okay, bye.